Alright, this looks like it's working, so I guess we'll be able to do this mission here. So this is one of the first missions I'm making for the new Kola map. And because there are so many long distances between airfields, I figured that by putting a carrier group, I could shorten the distance to the targets, since most of the interest for me anyways is to hit the ports in Murmansk and Severomorsk in that area. So that reduces the flying distance between the carrier here, which is USS George Washington, and the area of interest. It's about 80 miles that we're going to have to travel. And so I tried to make it an interesting mission, and I actually flew the first two planes in the mission with my wingman last night, and it was quite fun to do. And I've added two more planes because I plan to release this mission to the public so that it'll be like a playable by a 4-player group that can take off and land on the carrier after the strike. So I'm going to be testing plane number 3. We'll see if we have time to test plane number 4 afterwards. We'll see how it goes, but that's the plan. So we have like a situation where over the last few days we've managed to reduce the Russian fighter presence in the area to something manageable. During the short summer time, almost night hours earlier, some naval assets and strategic bombers, B-2s, eliminated known SAM sites defending Severomorsk 1. Your flight, Chevy 1, will now go strike some strategically important targets at that airfield. So yeah, it is north of the Arctic Circle, so we have pretty much light all the time. Even when it's the middle of the night, there's still some amount of light. So we're taking off early in the morning, but it looks like daytime. And so this is the first picture that we have of the target area. And I'm going to be striking this hangar right here, which is the waypoint that I have at waypoint 3 for my plane. And then apparently there's this plane being repaired here, but there should be like another one there on the airprint. Our intel is not 100% on this one, but I'll try to locate if there's another Tu-22 on that same apron there and try to strike that. So I'll have to use my targeting pod to find, locate, destroy that second bomber there. So that's the plan. So let's go try this. So we're going to be taking plane number 3, Chevy 3-1. You can see some of the Tu-22s parked there at the Severomorsk airfield. So we have a waypoint 1, which is a 25,000 feet rejoin, an IP where we can get below the clouds for our targeting pod, and then a target is at waypoint 3, egress at waypoint 4, RTB at waypoint 5. And this is the individual targets for each of the aircraft. So for us, northwest hangar, waypoint 3, that we can waypoint designate, and secondary parked Tu-22M northwest of repair building on apron near trucks. It says intel is vague on this one, so use targeting pod to find and destroy. So before we do all that, we'll just get our cockpit set up to our liking. Formation lights on, position lights on. Like to remove the stick, get this system on. My essay page on, data link on. Here we'll set our EW to the HUD. HSI is set for 0.1. And let's turn on our FLIR and this here. This stores, we're going to go with our J84s. TOO, instant fuse, TOO again. So that starts the timer on the bombs. We can get back to this page. I always arm my master arm on, even though it's not like what the doctrine says to do. I prefer not to forget it and do it while I'm still on deck. And since we have like the 2 fuel tanks there, that's why I've set up my jettison here to be ready. I'll just have to click it to stores and hit the red button if I need to jettison those tanks. And that seems pretty good. The wings are in position. The guys are signaling me, so let's give it gas and give them a salute. Set the flaps properly to half. Getting set up. Let's hold the handle. And we're at worn. Gear coming up, flaps coming up. And so we're going to start heading for steer point 1. I think it's waypoints in Navy terms. So waypoint 1 it is. We'll climb to Angels 25. We can call the AWACS. Yeah, get bogey dope going.
Wizard 2-1, Chevy 3-1. Request bogey dope. Chevy 3-1, Wizard 2-1, clean.
So we have a clean picture for now. You can see the carrier group there in the back. Those planes that you see, there's the AWACS there, and this is our tanker, so if we need to refuel, we'll be able to do that. The other friendly that we might see in the area is another F-18 that is getting close to this area here. Near the other Severomorsk airfield, there's an SA-15 that he's going to be shooting some TALs in that direction. So there we are as we're going up. Turn the lights off. This is us right here.
Chevy 3-1, Wizard 2-1, pop-up group 172, 470 at 1000 knots.
Oh, there's a pop-up group. I guess that's the pop-up group. Cheating a little bit here. I wanted to show the AWACS, its escort. My tanker. And that's escort there. And this is the F-18 with the TALs. So as for us, we're getting over the clouds now. There we go. We've got 2 targets and 2 large bombs, so hopefully that'll do the trick. Give it a little bit of afterburner to get to Angels 25 a little bit faster. can see on my SA page that the data link has picked up the transport aircraft that took off earlier. You can see that yellow symbol there. Since the other F-18 there probably sees it and hasn't engaged it, we'll just let it be for now. Can be a target of opportunity if it gets within range. And now we'll stabilize at Angels 25. So Squid is engaging the SAM with its decoys. So that should keep the SA-15 in that area busy for a little while. Now just for fun, let's see if we can spot that target. Yes, we can. Have it right there. Put the targeting pod on it. Because of the clouds, you can't really see it just yet. Switch to track while scan. Looks like we've lost our track there. All right, so let's get out of this and just resume on our navigation. One of the reasons why I have this waypoint 2 is that, as you can see here, there is an SA-8, so we want to stay outside of its circle. At Angels 25, he probably won't be able to hit us, but now I'm going to start to descend to get below those clouds. Start to see the peninsula now. Big islands there. Alright, so let's get the autopilot off. Let's get below those clouds. We're going to pick up some speed at the same time. So I'll remove this because it's more or less just distracting. So we're about 10 miles from waypoint 2. Now the SA-8 is going active. You can see him in the HUD there. He's in the outside circle of my RWR, so it means he's not really a threat. Try to stabilize at about 16,500, just below the clouds, or we're in the clouds here, so it's going to be more like 15.7. Alright, let's switch to steer point 3, which is our target. And we'll switch to air to ground. We will waypoint designate and go back to our flirt. And we can see the hangars there that we're supposed to hit, so let's go check that out. Go full military power. You can see some of the fires near the airfield because there have been previous strikes. See some fires there on the ground in the airfield right ahead of me. If I zoom here, I'm coming like right into the angle of the hangar. So we're about 10 seconds from being in range. I won't wait too long to fire. Usually I wait till I'm farther in zone. The reason why I don't want to wait too much, let me just make my thing there, my soy. Okay, bombs away. It's because I have to go to the other side. On the apron on the other side there should be another plane there. That's the one I want to look for. So I'm going to target that one and boom. So bombs away. Let's head for waypoint 4. Alright, let's see if we spot some explosions. Boom. So that first bomb, well, it's actually the second one I fired. Looks like it's hit. This one, will it fly far enough to hit that hangar? I think it might fall short. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah. Okay, so that one was a dud. So just for fun, let's see if we can spot the plane here. Yeah, I think I got that plane there for sure, and everything around it, but I hit a bunch of trees here and didn't do any damage to that hangar. That's why usually I wait a little bit longer before I drop the bombs. When it says in zone, it's a bit too early to drop. Shift to air, and we're gonna have a look just for fun because we can. So I have to be careful of the SA-8s. I have 2 echoes. I think the one to the left is that transport plane from earlier. So this one there at Angel 7. This is what I'm looking for there. Although let's just check this one to be sure. Yeah, that looks like our transport. So where's the MiG? It's lower than us. So let's look below us there. Okay, I got a lock there. Yeah, that's the 29. It's right in front of us. Fox 3. He's locking me up, so I'm going to drop some chaff and I'm going to do some cranking to the left. Then we're going to come back on him. He's now 12 miles. He's probably going to maneuver to avoid my AMRAAM. fire my second AMRAAM. Gonna drop my tanks. Switch to sidewinders if we need to. I think first or second AMRAAM should get him. Yeah, it's hit. Going down. Okay, see the fire. We can get out of here. Let's climb back over the clouds. Back at Angels 25, and now we're gonna head back to the boat. Still get plenty of fuel. We're gonna give it a little bit of afterburner to get out of the area. And then come back to military power. You can see the airfield that we hit earlier. Unfortunately, we didn't get our hangar, which was our primary target, but that's something that happens once in a while. We did run into some danger, but I guess we took care of it. Because I'm in single player testing mode, you don't necessarily have to do all the boring stuff. So I'll increase time acceleration here. We'll go there. And then what we'll do is we'll set our TACAN on 7.3. Turn the TACAN on. That'll tell us where the carrier is right there. And we can select that, and we can select channel 11 for our ILS. Turn that on. So we'll be good to go when we get to the carrier. Still on track while scan, so what I'll do is I will just go radar silent. Go back to our navigation, and so we can see we're 52 miles from the carrier. I gave it the code WSH for Washington. So we're flying back above the clouds towards our carrier. Now my wingman and I last night, we had a couple of bolters when we got to the carrier, so I don't know if it's because we were a bit rusty or whatever it was. So let's speed up the time and get to within the area that it's going to be more interesting maybe. So I'm going to call the carrier.
Marshall 326, March Mops 173410, Angels 25.5, State 7.7.
326, weather's weather is visibility 10 plus miles. Scattered clouds at above 10,000, altimeter is 2903. Cruise 1 recovery expected BRC 71, report CME at 10.
7-1 is our bearing.
326. Tower 326, overhead Angels 20.5, State 7.5.
Very, very fast. There's another F-18 coming in to land. It's okay, I'm just gonna be entering the pattern behind him. There he goes.
326, Tower, Roger, BRC 71, St. Louis, Charlotte. 326. 326, see you at 10.
Update state, switch tower.
326, State 7.3.
So what we'll do here is we'll fly in between the carrier and the escort ship there, and then we'll do our pattern before landing. That should give plenty of time for the F-18 that landed before us to go park. We're a bit fast. Gonna drop my hook. Deck looks clear. Make a left turn, get our flaps down, gear down. Usually I try to be heading in the opposite direction when I get to that ship, so I guess we're going to be right on it. There we go. And we'll reduce the range here so it allows us to see a bit better where we are on the HSI. I just want to make sure that this F-18 is not going to be in the way. Okay, so I guess it's landed and parked and we're gonna be good to go. So let's turn around and go land. A little low. I like to slam my Hornet in the deck. That's why I said I'm a little low. That seems pretty good. Now we're fast. Guess I can't call the Hornet ball, so I'll just light it in. go. Go park it on the elevator there. That's where the other F-18 went. Looks kind of funny because he parked like where this tractor is. I guess AI don't care. I'll just park right here like that. How does that look? Looks pretty good. It can bring me down with the elevator if I want to. Should turn my lights off now that I'm landed.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Alright, so let's turn this baby off. How'd you park like that over the tractor? Well, I guess it's a hint for me to move my objects that I position, because this apparently is one of the first parkings where they'll go as AI. I have this other vehicle here which is behind that little white and red line. Maybe I should put the little tractor, that sector. But yeah, we made it back, so that's the whole point. You can see the escorting helicopter and ships and the other ship we flew over there. So let's go check our results. So yeah, there's going to be all kinds of events for the TALs. So I was able to kill some trucks, and plane, of course, doesn't show up as a kill, but that was killed for sure. And then we got the MiG-29 on our second missile. The first one I might have shot a little bit early, but it got him busy enough that I could fire a second one and get him down, so that's good. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that little flight. It was kind of fun to do, and I'll probably release the mission in the near future, so I'll put it in the user files, and so that's it for now.